India-UK FTA has been signed. It has been a new chapter beginning, as the Prime Minister himself said it. And who better than the founder and chairman of Bharti Enterprises and the co-chair, India-UK CEO Forum, Mr. Sunil Bharti Mittal, joining us live today on ET Now. Mr. Mittal, thank you so much for your time, and what a momentous occasion you've been part of. You've led the Indian industry delegation for the India-UK FTA signing. Tell me, sir, what specific breakthroughs in the agreement do you believe will deliver the biggest benefits to Indian businesses?
Absolutely. This is truly a historic moment when two very large nations like UK and India have been able to come together on a common platform to sign this historic FTA. There is a complete win-win outcome of this FTA, given the high degree of complementarity between the two nations. There's much need for Indian industry and Indian economy to access special technologies that are available in the UK in the area of defense, nuclear, space, biosciences. And equally, UK needs Indian manufacturing bases, talent, Indian market to make their own companies much more viable and economically strong. So I would say this is one of the most important FTAs signed in the recent history between any two nations.
Mr. Mittal, you gave me my cue for the next question. How do you see the FTA reshaping the global positioning of Indian companies, and particularly, like you said, for manufacturing and services, and also in the current volatile geopolitical climate? How crucial is the India-UK economic partnership for creating resilient global supply chains? Because, that's been a concern.
Yeah, having now more or less moved away from multilateralism to bilateralism, it's important that countries like India, which are on a strong economic growth momentum, create opportunities for its own economy and businesses under such FTAs across the globe. India signed this agreement with Australia earlier, AFTA, which are the 4 European countries, the UAE, the Saudi, and now UK. That really leaves two very large trading blocks. One is the EU, which is under works for some years now and really coming to the last leg. And I am sure the framework that we have seen in the UK FTA will get resonance in the EU as well, given the similarity between UK and the Western European markets. That leaves the US, the big one, which is, as you know, under very active and advanced stages of discussions. I am confident that we will see some early harvest, or at least an interim deal being signed with the US as well.
The FTA also, Mr. Mittal, includes a social security agreement. What does this mean for Indian professionals and talent mobility in the UK?
Yeah, this was a big demand from Indian side. As you know, we have a lot of our professionals working here, not just IT and ITES professionals, but even nurses, doctors, yoga teachers, ethnic wear, gems and jewelry workers who come here and work. And they all have to, as you know, make social contributions, which is the norm here in the UK, which is welcome and accepted. The problem was that most of these people will go back to India, and they would never benefit from the contributions that they made into this pool. Now we have got, for the first time, a 3-year moratorium or exemption that Indian professionals will not need to do the double contribution convention, which means that their employers in India back home could continue to pay for their social security. And when they return, they get all the benefits, and more importantly, do not lose thousands of crores that the companies are losing in the UK in employing Indian professionals. This is, to my mind, a big win.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No denying that. Also, Mr. Mittal, digital transformation, from what we understand, was a major discussion point during your UK visit. Tell me, how can Indian digital enterprises and telecom leaders such as you, like Bharti Airtel, leverage this FTA for global innovation partnerships?
That's a good point. As I said, there is a lot of technology sitting on both sides, and the combination of the two will create a very strong momentum for the global markets. There's a chapter on telecom, there's a chapter on digital technologies in the FTA. India was already open, as you know, Vodafone owned 100% of its company at one point in time. BT had 44% in Bharti. Airtel long years back. We now have 25% in BT, and we already do changes, looking at the processes and tools that we have developed, and we are looking at what they are doing. So there will be a lot of opportunities now coming through to put together stuff not only for our two countries but for the global markets.
With the launch of the India-UK Technology Security Initiative, Mr. Mittal, how do you envision collaboration in emerging tech, such as AI and quantum, etc.?
Yeah, so I would say add to that also defense and space. All these areas are extremely important, and UK has some very strong technologies in this area. Hypersonic missiles, small modular reactors, green hydrogen, and in UK companies will be encouraged to now come and work in India to set up their establishments to precisely work with the Indian government and industry in this regard. That India has opened up public procurement to British companies now really holds great promise for these high-tech UK companies who will be encouraged to come and do business in India because they will have additional government procurement also available to them.
I know we've talked about a lot of sectors, but any specific sectors you expect will see the most immediate surge in investment post the FTA signing?
I would say from Indian side, you will see a lot of companies looking at UK-based companies which have been struggling with small markets, but have high technology, and their costs are too high. I think we are seeing TVS Motors, for example, picking up Norton motorbikes here. Similar, there are multiple examples which are shaping up. More such activities will take place immediately. On the UK-India side, the small modular reactors for our nuclear needs, green hydrogen, drones, UAVs, hypersonic missile technology. I think these are the areas which India should gain on an urgent basis from the UK. The trade target of $120 billion in the next 5 years, jumping from 56 billion, is an ambitious one. This FTA lays out a runway to achieve that ambition.
Interesting. Do you also see more Indian companies setting up shop in the UK or a stronger UK corporate presence in India as a result of this trade deal?
I would hope so. Our own company, the testimony, we have been here for over 15 years now. We have only strengthened our resolve to invest more in this country. We have already made very recently over $5 billion investment in British Telecom. We remain agile to more opportunities. I am sure my industry leaders, my friends from India are also looking at opportunities. And what I hear from the UK side is the same, that they are now going to start to look at establishing business opportunities in India as well.
I'm quite curious, how is it that, Mr. Mittal, you balance your role as a business leader with your increasing influence in shaping international trade diplomacy?
No, I have always had interest in geopolitics. I don't know what is my hobby. Is business my hobby or geopolitics? But I have always enjoyed, being part of global deals and trade talks. I have chaired the International Chamber of Commerce in Paris for many years. I've been the chairman of GSMA, a Confederation of Indian Industry. I've been the president in 2007. So all these responsibilities, which I take outside my business, do bring me into the center of such discussions, negotiations, and deals. And I have always been there as a true Indian to represent my country. And whenever I am assigned a task, I do it with a lot of sincerity.
Great. So I want to talk about your personal vision and leadership as well a little bit more. Looking ahead to 2030, say, Mr. Mittal, what's your own vision for Bharti Enterprises' role in India's global economic expansion? And what keeps you most optimistic?
Well, there are very few markets in the world which are growing like India. 6.5%, 7%, we can cumulate about 0.5% here or there. But the size of Indian economy and the $3.5 trillion growing at 6 to 7%, and some years maybe even better, you are looking clearly at a $20+ trillion economy in not too distant future. That makes India really very powerful economy in the world. It will be clearly the third largest economy. There's no doubt about that. And that then ensures that its position on the high table of the global trade is assured. These deals that we are doing now are the stepping stones to achieve that leadership of a strong economy that India deserves to be. We must thank our political leadership, our Prime Minister, who has continuously worked towards ensuring that India's economic engine stays active, its engagement with the global world remains strong, it opens its doors, but at the same time seeks access in return for its own businesses across the entire world. And I think this is where my optimism comes through that we will not only just grow at 6, 7% and become a large economy, we will become a real force where technology, talent, and markets fuse together and combine together to really deliver India to its fullest potential.
Interesting. But, sir, given the high capital expenditure on 5G and 6G now on the anvil and spectrum, how is it that you view the debt burden of Indian telcos? Is it sustainable, or you think players would go for equity dilution?
Well, I mean, you've already seen India's fastest rollout of 5G. It's never seen anywhere in the world with the lowest tariffs. For less than 300 rupees, you get 60 gigabytes of data, high quality 5G coverage across the country. We have done it, and we will keep on doing that. And the scale that India offers allows you to do that at frugal cost, at frugal pricing to the market, because India has the benefit of scale. And I see no reason why going forward, things will not only be even better from where we are today. India is much more fiberized today. India has many more submarine cables. We have now satellites hovering over India. We have, 500,000 towers across the country. Groundwork has been done. The hard, heavy lifting is behind us. Now we have to really keep on enjoying the benefits of the large-scale digital infrastructure that has been created in the country. So we will be ahead in 6G. We will be buying more spectrum when the time comes at the service of our nation.
So with Starlink and satellite internet on the horizon, does Airtel see disruption or opportunity in the space-based internet market?
Well, satellite really is a very powerful medium, especially the LEO constellation. There are only 2 LEO constellations operational in the world. One of them is led by my own company, which is Eutelsat OneWeb, and one is Starlink. Airtel has tied up with both. And tomorrow, when Amazon Kuiper will come, they will tie up with them as well. Airtel's job is to bring all technologies to the market 3G, 2G, 4G, 5G, whatever has come our way, we have brought it to the market and let the customer choose what's best. So I see it as an opportunity. I don't see it as a threat. I don't see a $3 ARPU market need to worry about satellite coming and offering its services in the country. Remote parts will benefit. I can't take my towers into Himalayas, into deep deserts, into deep forests, oceans, in the skies, in the airlines. This is where satellite will form the backbone to fill in all those places. And I see, therefore, the partnership and a collaboration with them more than competing with them.
So in the longer run also, do you see India remain a 3-player telecom market, or do you think there'll be more players given the size of the opportunity?
Well, it will remain open to everybody. Indian market, as you know, is open. Everybody can invest and come from behind, try and take market share. It's happened in the past. It can happen in the future.
Right. Great, Mr. Mittal. Thank you so much for your time. It was lovely speaking with you.
Great pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.